Today has been a day. I work hard. I work hard for this motherfucking money. This is a lot. This is a lot to service. And it's just sometimes I want to be in my best soft girl life. But so far it's more so been like I'm with the gang, I'm with the mob. What was you thinking? Like in the trenches. The fuck? It's been ghetto. I just want to be like soft and spoiled and bent over on a balcony with the ocean view by somebody's not dusty son. And hey, if you want to pay a bill or two, that's lit. I'm just saying, look, I'm an independent woman, but I take gifts.
I'm just getting home. I have groceries and I have 2 big cases of water. I cannot stress how much I'm tired. I'm just a girl. But yet I'm forced to be the man of the house. My son is not home, so he cannot help me. I just got so overwhelmed having to think about carrying all this in the house. And I just did the workout. Like, I'm tired of being an independent woman, okay? I'm really tired. Like, this just almost sent me to tears just now. Fix it, Jesus.
Singles tax is so frustrating because what do you mean I spend more money just because I'm not in a long-term relationship or married? I have to spend more money on my taxes. I don't get that tax break that married couples get. And then also I just have to spend more money in general. Like the groceries, utilities, rent bill, every single thing that I'm doing is more expensive than my married friends because I don't have joint income. It's so frustrating. It's fine. And yeah, you can get a roommate. You can make it a little bit cheaper. You don't have to live by yourself. But like even a roommate, it's still more expensive because we're going to have separate rooms, separate lives. I've never like split groceries with roommates or anything before. So I don't know. We just have to spend more money because we don't have husbands yet, I guess. And that's what's frustrating.
I ain't gonna front with y'all. Paying for an apartment by yourself is so ghetto. Yes, I second the ghetto-ness. Like, I really want somebody, like, I'll really wife up. Wait. I'll literally take anybody to be my spouse right now. It's so expensive. Like, paying for my rent now has got me looking at some people sideways. Because they did not teach you house manners. And also, I try to make sure that I spend every day at my house because now that I'm paying rent, I'm trying to make sure I utilize every single activity that my apartment has. I make sure that I utilize every space inside of my apartment. I make sure to just make sure that I'm getting my money's worth. It's really expensive to be single in this economy. It's getting very expensive.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it's hard being so fucking independent. I'm just tired all the time.
Why is being a girl literally so much more expensive than being a guy? I've been getting underarm laser and I love it. It came out to like $50 per session, which I actually don't even think is that bad. But after paying for all 8 up front, it was like $500 and something. And laser is just like one of the things that I got done to prepare for an upcoming trip. I'm going to LA. Some other things included getting my eyebrows tinted and waxed. That was $50. Getting my nails and toes done is another like $100. Obviously I have to buy more clothing. So I went to Revolve today. I spent $1,000 on clothing. Before I even get there, I've spent over $2,000 on things that I need to do in order to look good. But if you're a guy, no, you don't have to do any of that. You literally just show up, throw on some fucking jeans and a tank top and call it a day.
Let me tell y'all why it's so hard for me to date. It is so hard for me to date because I can literally do so much for myself. Like, I'm so independent, y'all. I can take care of myself. I could buy myself whatever I want. I can go buy a new car if I wanted to, bitch. I can do so much for myself, okay? When a man come into my life and think he not finna do shit for me, that's where it goes wrong every single time. Because why would you think I'm finna settle for the bare minimum? And I don't even give the bare minimum to myself. Bitch, I buy myself flowers. I spoil myself. I buy my own clothes, shoes, food, everything. Bitch, why would you think you're gonna come into my life and give me the bare minimum? And think I'm supposed to accept that? See, the problem is some of these men, they would hate to see a woman on top. They would hate to see a woman flourishing and getting more. Like, they don't like the fact that a woman could get more than what they can do for themselves. Like, baby, I don't need a man to take care of me. He never gave bum. I'm not a bum, baby. I take care of myself. But if you're in my life and I'm laying in the bed with you, you're gonna take care of me. You're gonna do what you gotta do. I'm not finna sit there and lay down with somebody who wouldn't even pay my fucking bills. And that's just me keeping it real. Why? Because I could pay my own bills. I can come out of pocket for my own bills. Never needed a man, but if I'm with a man, baby, yeah.
Anyone else in their 30s just realize that it's not even worth it to put that much effort into your job? Like, is that just me? I feel like in my 20s, I was like, I got this. I'm going to do everything and I'm going to be the best at it. And then I got in my 30s and I was like, it doesn't matter if you're the best at it. It doesn't matter if you do everything. In fact, do less and you're probably going to get promoted. Do more and you're going to get kept in the same spot because you know what? They want you because there's a bunch of people who figured it out to start doing less, but you haven't. So they need you to do all the work that all the other people are refusing to do. So do less and you will get ahead. Do more and you'll be kept behind. That is what I would tell all the 20-something-year-olds because I wish I knew that. You're not going to listen. That's fair. But you should.
You guys, I'm so tired of being an independent woman. I don't want to be that. I don't want to pay my bills in full, okay? I want to go halvesies. I don't care, okay? I want someone to pump my gas. I don't want to do this.
Nobody talks about how being single is so expensive. When I tell you, y'all, I live on my own. So I keep on my apartment. And when you have an apartment, you have to maintain it. Then you got bills. Then you got car problems. Then on top of that, your beauty maintenance. You got to make sure you look good. And then on top of that, God forbid a girl wants to have fun. She want to go to a restaurant. She want to get some new clothes. She want to take a little trip. All of that is on you. Like, when you are single and live by yourself, like, nobody's coming to save you. And I feel like it's not talked about a lot. I feel like people are always saying having kids is expensive. Yes, having kids is expensive. I'm not going to lie. And I'm not even ready for that yet. But being single, baby, it is expensive. It is expensive. So to everyone that's single out there, do you agree? Do you feel like being single is expensive? And if you do, how much do you feel like you spend?
This is what I do. I look like shit. I feel like shit, but I came to work. Why do I do this to myself? Like, I don't get it. Pero ayer, ay, papa. Whew! It was a good day. I'm tired.
So I hate the fact that money has such control over my life. I actually can't afford to survive. And I don't know if this is just like a me thing or like an everyone thing. Also, by the way, I just feel like I have to clarify this because people will say shit. But like, I do have my nails done because I went through something quite traumatic at the start of the month and my friend wanted to treat me. However, not like I should explain that anyway. I am struggling so hard with like just living and existing. Like, all I want is my bills to be paid and just like Bo to be happy. And that feels so hard. Like, every single month is a struggle. I've now just got another job, so I'll be working 7 days a week. And people keep suggesting me, why don't you do OF or do this or do that to get money? And I'm like, I don't want to have to do that to be able to pay like my bills and stuff. I really don't, but it's so hard because I'm like, how is anyone surviving? Like, my bills are over £2,000 a month. And I'm like, how? Like, how is anybody doing it? It's so hard having to show up for other people and being happy and stuff when like, oh my, that scar's going everywhere. When you feel like this. But I always feel like there's just something in my life. There's always something going on. I'm so tempted just to sell everything and just literally sleep in my car. That's my mum's house. Sleep at my mum's. Because I'm so over this feeling.
Is anybody else just tired? Like, I'm tired of being an adult. I'm tired of being a responsible adult. Like, I'm tired of getting up and clocking in for work. I'm tired of having to pay these bills. Like, I'm tired. I'm just tired. Like, this is not what adulting should be. I just want to go do ratchet shit with my friends. I want to go travel. I don't want to do this. Like, I'm about this close to start shaking ass and selling feet pics. Like, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being responsible. It's not getting you anything. Like, you're not winning any medals. Like, it's just Constant. Next week is rent. I just paid rent. I swear to you, it seems like every time I blink, it's time to pay rent again. I'm tired. Being an adult, being a responsible adult, it's for the birds. Like, it's for the birds. This ain't it. This ain't it. Something gotta give. This is not it. This is not it. No.
Don't mind me. It's only going to take me almost an hour to get to work. So, just in traffic on a Monday, rushing this morning to make sure the kids had what they needed to go to school and their lunches and just the whole thing. And I'm going, what am I doing? And it's going to take me almost an hour to get home. So, like, I've spent 2 hours of my life in the car today just to go to an office where I could literally do the same exact thing from my house. Like, I could just do it at home. Life is not supposed to be like this. It's really not. It's really, truly not supposed to be so urgent. Everything has to be urgent and busy, and you feel like so overwhelmed. Rush here, rush there, quick. We gotta, I mean, it's exhausting. Like, what, life should not be like this. It's just so, just long term. I will pull it together to do this.
My New Year's resolution is I want to be a girl. I want to be a full-fledged girl. Full-fledged woman. I don't want to take out trash. I don't want to pay no bills. Like, I could pay Wi-Fi and grocery. We will have all the subscriptions. Literally. I'll even put you on the Apple Music family plan. But look how I look right now. This is from being a man all day. I don't want to be a man. I want to be a woman. Like, whoa, man. That's how I want to feel about life as being a woman. Like, I'm ready to be trans at this point because I've been a man for way too long, and I'm ready to be a fucking woman. Shit.
We get up every day and work to pay bills. We are not living to live. We are living to survive. And I still can't wrap my head around that. I saw a post today that says, I'm so glad we only live once because I can't do this shit again. And I felt that.
I'm an exhausted single mother living in California, paying $2,000 for rent. And I feel like I am drowning. I am drowning in debt. What I was chasing, what I thought I wanted in my life as far as marriage and children and fame and success, I don't want any of that anymore. I just want to be able to live.
I am 48 years old and I am broke. When I say broke, I mean $0 broke, no money. And I am burnt out to the core, and I'm done living like this. I have worked in group homes and nonprofits for over 25 years now. I have poured my heart into my job, gave it everything I got, but I'm burnt out. I don't have any more to give. Between rising costs, bills, broken appliances, I hit my breaking point. I knew I had to try something different. If you're at your breaking point, comment enough. See you later.
Hear me out, okay? Women are not supposed to work in this day and age. And I don't know why we've been forced to think that we are. Doing all the heavy lifting, all the hard labour, working 40, 50 hours every single week, breaking our backs whilst raising children, whilst running the household, whilst feeding every single one in the household. I'm sorry, but this day and age has brainwashed us to think that we need to be the provider and the caregiver and the one bringing in the bread. I'm not falling for it. When I had my baby, I was like, there must be another way out of this hellhole that we've been told is normal. The whole time on maternity leave, I was looking for ways to make money online. Not for the fact that I just didn't want to go back to work, but for the fact that I shouldn't have to work when I'm raising a baby. I also have to provide for her. Why would I want to do two full-time jobs at the exact same time? It wasn't until she was about 7 months old that I actually found myself a vehicle where I could go full-time and I could still raise my baby, still be a present parent, not do any heavy lifting apart from my own child. And I've been doing this now for the past year and a half. I'm completely full-time in the online space. I have not worked since 2023 and I never plan on going back to work for another man ever again in my life. Not because I'm lazy. Women are here to use our brains to make money.
our beauty to make money, not in an unclassy way, in a way where we can actually use our creativity rather than doing up heavy lifting when it was made for a man. I want to know exactly what I've been doing for the last year and a half, teaching complete beginners from all over the world the exact same thing as well. It does not require a lot of your time or a lot of brain power. It requires you to be coachable, hungry for more, willingness to actually learn something new to get you out of what you're currently doing. Comment down below the word info and I'll send you over some more information. This day and age is brainwashing us women that we have to do all the heavy lifting and all the heavy labor whilst raising children.
Don't get me wrong, normally I am a independent bitch. Yes, I am. However, when it comes to manual labor, I wish I had a man, because when I tell you I am struggling to cut the front of this fucking yard. My mom has an acre. Okay? I can't do it. I've only done the front and a bitch is struggling. Okay? And then my mama told me there are branches that keep hitting against the roof of the house. So she wants me to get up there and cut the branches. Mind you, I'm afraid of heights. Last time I got on the roof, I cried. Like someone physically had to grab me and bring me down. Okay? Again, normally I am an independent bitch. What? However, right now, when it comes to manual labor, yeah, no, I wish I had a man. Before anyone's in the comments like, oh, you just want a man who's going to do manual labor. Yes, I do. And before anyone's like, oh, why don't you just hire somebody? Because my bitch just got laid off. I can't afford to hire anybody. So here I am struggling, having multiple asthma attacks, trying to cut this damn yard. And the sweat is literally burning my eyes. Like what? Why does sweat burn?
It is 8:09 a.m. June 23rd, 2025. And I am currently at a job that I don't like. It is not my passion. For years, I have done things, work job, things that make me so uncomfortable just to be able to pay bills and provide for my kids. I can no longer do that no more. It does not fulfill me. I'm such a creative person. I'm an artist. I rap, I sing, I can style, I can do hair. I'm such a creative person. And this 9 to 5, it does not show the creative person that I am. I am making a vow right now, today. I cannot live like this. I hate it. I'm going to start putting me first. I'm not going to deal with this no more. I'm walking out on faith. I'm stepping out on faith. Excuse me. I'm giving it all to God and I'm asking Him, please remove me from this. You know all my talents and I'm willing to work to get there, Lord Jesus. This I just cannot know. I can no longer do this no more. It's breaking my spirit. It's dulling my shine. And I refuse to do it.
On today's episode of Decentering Man, I want to talk about the honest fact that the hardest part about being single and living alone is by far being able to afford it. It is very expensive to be alive right now. And a lot of women, myself included, we find ourselves in these professional roles that are more supportive, right? And because of that, it's almost like they treat your pay as if it's like supplemental income, as if you have a man making 6 figures at home and your money is just like shopping money or Monopoly money. It's like, actually, no, my rent is almost $2,000 a month. So can we have a conversation around like I work 40 hours a week and you want to pay me $2,200 a month? Like that's literally not a livable wage. But until you kind of learn how to have that conversation and negotiate for yourself and get a better job, you're in that position because you need something, right? And all of this to say, I don't necessarily have a solution for this other than it's a double-sided conversation about earning and about spending. You got to make more money, you got to spend less money. That's the simple answer. And I don't have the answers on how to do either of those because I'm not a money girl on here. Okay. So when I get upset and worked up and anxious and worried and all these things about money, because how could you not in our world? How I cope with it as a single person living by myself is I would so much rather be in this position of like, how the fuck am I going to figure this shit out? Oh my God, that position, that problem, than what I would imagine the other end of the pendulum swing to be of I am financially strapped to a man. I will never find myself in that position because I refuse to have to stay in a relationship because I need somebody's finances in order to survive. I can't do it. I'm so unbelievably terrified of that. I'm terrified of that, and going further, terrified of having a baby with that person, getting pregnant by that person. That is my personal nightmare. So all of this to say, if you are a single person living alone and it's really hard when it comes time to pay rent and pay all the bills, do all the things, just know, yes, it's hard. You are allowed to be worried. And the other end of the spectrum ain't that much better.